Hey everybody, welcome to the JLash show. My name is Jackson Lasher. Welcome back to the show. Now, here's your daily dose of Philly sports news. Eagles have won the Super Bowl, which is great. You probably saw the Instagram post a few days ago when I was out on York Road and you heard fireworks. So that was fun. Jalen Hurts, Super Bowl MVP instead of Patrick Mahomes. Feels great. And Kellen Moore, he did not take the Eagles offensive coach position and instead is going to New Orleans to take a head coach position. Other than that, everyone is pretty much staying in Philadelphia. Vic Fangio is staying. Jalen Hurts should be staying. Saquon should stay. And then, I mean, I think everything. I think we're pretty in a good spot with Baltimore. They went to Washington. It was excellent. So I'm really liking the Eagles fans. Shout out to you, Eagles fans. You guys are great. Keep it up next season. So, like I said, everyone is pretty much staying in Philly, and I would be shocked if really anyone left because I wouldn't want to leave a Super Bowl contender team, especially next year when they could go back to back. I really think that they can go back to back. So, my comparison with Jalen Hurts and Nick Foles. Who do you think is better? I think I honestly think Jalen Hurts is better. Sorry, Nick Foles, but Nick Foles was a legend for the Philly special, but Jalen Hurts, he's already in his 20s and he already won one championship. He's already been in two Super Bowls. He's young, and I think he's gonna have a lot more Super Bowls to come by. Nick Foles, think he's only been in one, and that was the Super Bowl that he won, which was a very legendary game. I still remember that. So I think that Nick Foles, yes, he's a Philly legend. I like him, and I really respect him as a quarterback. But I still think Jalen Hurts is better because he's a young quarterback out of Alabama and Oklahoma. He's really doing great. So I think that if he stays, which I think he signed like a 7 year deal like last year, something like that, I think he would be a perfect quarterback for the Philadelphia Eagles and our franchise. The D line, like I said, is doing it. They're just doing excellent. Vic Fangio is in command of it all, and Vic Fangio is doing great. So I think with the Philadelphia Eagles, they're your world champions. And I have a Super Bowl LIX flag down in my basement, also called the man cave, because I'm a big Super Bowl fan because it's a big tradition, but the Eagles, when they're in it, it's an even bigger tradition. It means a lot to me, especially because they really weren't making the playoffs before. So I think if they can make the playoffs again next year, which seems very, very likely, they could do a three-peat just like the Chiefs because they have a young quarterback. Jalen Hurts, like I said a lot, he's been doing great. Patrick Mahomes sounds like Kermit the Frog. Yes, he's young, he's annoying, but it's whatever. I think we have a better D line than the Chiefs. The Chiefs just couldn't stop us, and I think that we were I just think our defense also was very excellent. Our offense was it. It was never before like we were playing really good in the Super Bowl. It was like a blowout. Like we were doing great. So very excellent for your Philadelphia Eagles 2024 Super Bowl 59 champions. Hopefully, we see them in Super Bowl 60 next year. LX, uh, I have no idea. I don't think they have a place for it, but really hope that their fans will go to that place no matter where it is because Eagles fans are they are excellent, and like I said before, they're just passionate. Some people say we're rude. We're from Philly. We don't care. So yeah, because we're from Philly, we don't care. That's basically the message I'm sending out to the Philly haters right now. We're a passionate fan base, and I think we're excellent. We cheer for our players, but I think that the Eagles have a great, great, great potential to go ahead and repeat this year, next year, and maybe the year after that. And then that's probably when it's going to come to an end. And then they're not going to rebuild because they're going to have an excellent quarterback. So we have an excellent quarterback like Jalen Hurts. We have a good quarterback roster. Tanner McKee, Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett's at quarterback too. So I think he's also young, so I think he's also got potential. Tanner McKee, I think, also has potential. He plays really, really good for the Eagles. I saw some of the highlights that he had, and it's really good. Okay, moving on to the Philadelphia 76ers. Now, the 76ers, 20-34. They are pretty much rebuilding right now. The last game they played, they were at Brooklyn and they lost 96 to 100. So their team is just not doing good. I mean, I'm really happy that Embiid is back and I wouldn't say better than ever, but he's doing the job, and he's definitely not winning MVP this year. That's way out the window, and I'm upset that he's not because I feel like he would have been a good contender for that if he was healthy. But because he was not healthy, yeah, his MVP chances are out the window. I'm upset for Jared McCain too. He could have been rookie of the year, like I said many of times. So I'm just it's stupid. Why do you have to get injured? I'm just upset about that. He was on pace for rookie of the year, like I said a few seconds ago. He was just an excellent player. He was scoring points that the Sixers like need right now. If they had him in for this Brooklyn game, we would have probably won that game. So yes, it's not the greatest thing ever, but we want him to be healthy. So, and some breaking news. Lonnie Walker the fourth signs with the 76ers for a 2-year, $3 million deal. Walker has played in the EuroLeague before, and now he's coming back to the States to play for the Philadelphia 76ers. Do you think that's a good signing or not? Let us know. But I think it's pretty good because we need the help right now. Like our offense, I just need some help, and I'm very, very hopeful about our offense. So we just need to get better O line. Our defense is also subpar. Like we are not good on offensive and defensive rebounds, as you saw during these uh, playoff games. We can't make it past round two because the team that we're playing round two, conference semifinals, it has better rebounds than us. I don't know why, but we just don't want to jump up and get the ball. It's really embarrassing, and it sucks, but I mean, 76ers have the potential once Jared McKean comes back. Really hope they draft Cooper Flag though, because we're tanking for Flag. The tank is full on, it's full effect. I really, really hope that they tank even more because we need Cooper Flag. Cooper Flag, Jerry McCain, Joel Embiid, and Tyrese Maxey would be an excellent lineup to have next season. We could, I feel like we could win more and more games. We could advance into we could advance in onto the conference finals, which we have really never seen before. Like it's really embarrassing. So it's a okay. we're gonna have some good potential, and I'm really hoping that we have good potential in the future, which we will. Okay, moving on to the Philadelphia Flyers. Flyers are 24, 26, and 7. The the Flyers goalie Samuel Ersson had a great game against Canada. He was a monster in the goalie, which was really good to see. I'm very happy about his progress. Sometimes I just don't think he's a great goalie, but I think he's enough to get the job done for now. And I think that he got the job done last night. You know, I'm very pleased about how he like played and how he was able to be like a brick wall. It was excellent. Like I'm very pleased with his uh performance. So Konechny is also adapting to an unfamiliar role on the team. So yeah, I mean, Konechny, he's been on the Flyers for a little bit now. So I'm just hoping that he adapts to it because if he doesn't, I have a feeling that he could be benched or he could be like dropped or something like that. I don't want him to be dropped. He's a really, really good player for the Flyers. He's been pretty good lately, I'm pretty sure. So I'm really hoping that he plays really. I just hope he gets used to it. So my thing for the Philadelphia Flyers is their offensive line. I think that they need to work on their offensive line so that way they can score more points in order to win. But they won against Pittsburgh, the cross-state rival, the last game they played before their All-Star break. So I'm I mean, so they're doing great, but it's kind of their all-star break, but they're playing like foreign countries, so they're doing okay. I'm pretty sure they did beat Canada, so very happy about that. Very pleasing to watch them beat, sorry, Canada in hockey. Even though I don't watch hockey, it's very, very interesting to watch them beat Canada. So I'm very happy, very pleased with them. They also need to work on their defensive line. That's what it all comes down to. I think they need to work on their defensive line a little bit. It's a little weak, but if they work on it, then I think that we can be an excellent team in the future. So, all right, which will bring us on to the Phillies. Philadelphia Phillies pitchers and catchers reported a few days ago, which is they are doing great. So I have a feeling that they're gonna be great this season. So Taiwan Walker, he's gonna have a little bit of an awkward spring. There's no doubt because he's not that good of a player. Like he sucked last year. If you didn't see, I just hope he gets kicked off the team somehow. I'm really hoping. So and can Matt Strom maintain his dominance? You guys let us know. I think if he can maintain the dominance, that he would be excellent. He was great last year. I think he was a good relieving pitcher. I don't think he would qualify for the closing spot. I think he could though, because I mean, he had a really good ERA. And if he can just shut a game out and shut like the opposing team out, no matter if it's the Braves, Miami, Colorado Rockies, San Francisco, whatever. I just hope he can shut it down, shut them out, and be like as good as a team as there is. So really, really, really good about that team. So I'm hoping for the best for this baseball team this season. They start out 0-0, so let's hope they take an early lead, and that way they can win the division again. Let's hope they're not going to go backwards. So that's going to be pretty much all for today. Um, just stay tuned for more episodes and follow all social media for the JLash show. Have a good evening.